Welcome to Whiskey Man Reviews. I'm Eric.
And I'm Josh.
Today we have the Blanton Single Barrel Special Reserve, right? Or the Green Label Blantons. Is this something that you need to be seeking out? We're going to taste it and let you know.
So let's drink on that.
All right, Josh, so this is that Green Label Blantons. Obviously, Blanton's coming from Buffalo Trace is the one with the horse on it.
Yep.
The one that everyone seeks out.
Specific, usually for the horse, but
Yeah.
you know.
Or the dump date. People try to get the dump date and things like that. But a few different versions of it. We got the straight from the barrel, the gold, the regular Blantons, and then this one. This one is supposedly only shipped and sold outside of the United States. So people in the U.S. pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah. I've not really looked too far into the secondary markets or anything like that, but I know that it's easily a few $100 price tag to be able to snag one of these and get it for yourself around here. So can get a little pricey pretty quick.
Yeah, and I think as is the case with all Blantons, I don't think there's an age statement, and really nothing's different about any of them except for, I think, the proof that they're bottled at. I could be wrong about that one. So this one definitely falls in line with that. The proof is not what you're going to be seeing on the Blanton single barrel that you get here in the U.S. What are we looking at?
We are looking at an 80 proof on this.
Okay, so significantly lower.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't really see any bourbons that are that low at that 80 proof.
No, that's extremely low especially for a lot of the ones that we like to drink. It's pretty rare to find any under 90. I mean, 90 seems to be about the standard, low end for whiskey.
Yeah, so this one comes to us by way of Canada, from our buddy Shawn up there.
Shout out.
He supplied us a sample plus the bottle, so obviously the bottle's not been cracked yet. We won't be cracking it. But we do have a sample, unless the sample's so good that we need to.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The 80 proof has me a bit concerned because looking at it already, it looks different.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
look this up. Mm-hmm. First thing you notice, the color, it's very yellowish.
Yeah, it's like it looks like honey.
Yeah, it's not got very much, I guess like a richness to the color.
No. Now, the aroma's coming out to me pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Already just it sitting down here, it seems sweeter. It smells sweeter to me than the regular blends. But then again, I've not had it for a minute, so
This can sound blasphemous, I know. Normally, I am a fan of Blantons. I
Yeah.
don't want to take anything away from it. It's a good product. To me, though, it is very, overhyped. I think people go a little over the top for the product a lot, but like I said, also a quality product.
Yeah.
So
it's really good. People get excited about the horse on it, the little bottle that it's in, and that it comes from Buffalo Trace, and it's their kind of premium thing that you can buy at the distillery.
right.
But then a lot of people may choose Eagle Rare E.H. Taylor over Blantons.
That's normally me. I would pick either of those two probably over Blanton's personally, but
Yeah, I think Blanton's is really good.
it is really good.
But not, like you said, people act a little silly over it, paying outrageous prices for it. And a lot of it, like you said, is trying to chase down the letter or the dump date. This is very sweet smelling.
To me, it's got just a hint of spice or whatever to it, so it's almost like a gingerbread type of cookie, something like that maybe, because it's a little spicy, but it's got that sweetness to it. The sweetness is more forward.
Yeah, I'm predominantly getting the sweet, which I guess just from the corn there, it being mellowed down a little bit more is maybe letting that shine a bit more than normal with a rye-based bourbon. Looks like honey kind of has that honey smell to it too, like that kind of sweetness. A little citrusy, I think.
Yeah, I could get a little of the zest.
Yeah, a little orange peel, lemony, that kind of thing going on.
It does have some decent legs to it.
What proof is Bland's? I'm thinking it's like 92, isn't it? Something
Let's
like that.
find it on here. It is 93. Good
93,
guess. You were
okay.
very close.
Yeah, I knew it was just a touch over 90. So you're getting less bourbon, but you're getting a green label on it. So I guess that.
Yeah.
But you're getting a lot less bourbon in it. Well, I guess
Alcohol content.
Yeah, alcohol content. Same amount of bourbon.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the price these are going for. I think MSRP, their normal price of Bland's like $60, but I think they're going for a couple $100 secondary.
Yeah.
More difficult to find someone to sell it to you. I know a lot of people will buy them up in Canada and then sell them to people in the U.S. for a ton of money. Like, I think when he got this, like, he was able to just walk into the store and walk out with a whole case of it.
Yeah.
Uncontested. All right, let's dig in. Mellow.
Very mellow.
I get like a cereal aftertaste. It's like kind of grainy almost.
Yeah. Almost like Cheerios.
Yeah, that's interesting. It is sweet too.
Yeah, very sweet grain. Something sweet and grainy.
Yeah, it tastes almost like a corn whiskey almost. Like, doesn't quite got that bite in it. On the second go back in, a lot more of the wood, the oak coming out. Almost kind of like a dry, fruity kind of taste. And then just the sweetness. And I would say honey again. It's got the kind of like that honey cough drop taste to it.
Yeah, I think you're kind of touching all around where I'm kind of falling, palate-wise as well.
The citrus that I was getting off the nose is not kind of the fruit that I'm getting on the palate, though. I'm getting a little more dry fruit, like dark, I don't know, like almost kind of like raisiny or like dried plums or something.
Yeah.
But the smell is very citrusy. That's interesting. The nose is coming in a lot more unique than the taste, I think.
Yeah. I think that I like the nose quite a bit more than the palate on this.
Yeah. And like any time you go to a distillery or something like that and they want you to do a tasting, they always like give you the water dropper to put drops of water into it to kind of mellow it down a bit, to open it, as they say. Well, Buffalo Trace already did it for you.
Yeah, this one's already open. So
this, I guess, if you wanted to kind of see what this would taste like, is get some of your Blantons and add some water to it.
Yeah.
Let it open up and sit for a minute.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something, a little bit more of an easy drink,
Yeah.
I definitely see the market for this.
Yeah, maybe not in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not for us. We like proof.
Yeah.
This is just so low. It almost puts it at kind of like a handicap from the beginning, just because the proof is so low.
Anything kind of last for you after it?
No.
And like, it kind of just fades away, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just kind of here and gone, to be honest.
It's pretty silky. Very light in the mouth.
Yeah,
But it's gone quick.
I was kind of surprised that it kind of had such an oily mouthfeel to it, because, still on my glass around through here, it's still clinging there.
Yeah.
Man, the score for this one is kind of perplexing, just because it's not really something that I would seek. I'm interested to see how far apart we are.
I would say 2/10.
2/10.
Yes.
We'll see.
All right. You go first this time.
I'll go first.
I'm not going to change mine.
No changes, man. No takebacks. All right. So I'm going to come in with a 6.6 on this one. Like I said, it's not really something that I would go to the market for. It's not really, the proof alone really drops it down for me. But it does still at least have a pleasant nose. The palate is still pretty decent, but I think it just gets hurt too much by, the proof being dropped down to what it is and not really having any kind of lingering, Kentucky hug or anything like that to it. Like, you literally can drink this and not even realize that you just had a sip of whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm coming in. I went a 10th lower than what I had it like 30 seconds ago. So if I would have kept that, I would have been right because I'm at a 6.3.
Okay.
I had a 6.4, so we're looking at a 6.45. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so.
And more of the same for me. The nose is a lot better than the palate. The palate has some pleasant taste in there, but it's like you're drinking a non-alcoholic bourbon.
Yeah. As weird as that sounds to say, it really does kind of come across
There's
that
nothing
way.
to it. It's a novelty piece for the collection.
Mm-hmm.
Not anything I'm going to seek out to drink. That one, I think I'm pretty firm in thinking will probably remain closed for a while until the wax starts to break off of it, as all Blantons do. Besides that, I'm happy to have had it. I'm grateful that Shawn sent it to us.
Absolutely.
Very cool collection piece. I'm glad I have it. But it's just as far as quality of product, I think them knocking it down to 80 proof is too far.
It does have some things going for it, but it just has too much to overcome to, really be a quality, like, high level.
Yeah, I think it's slightly above average. That's where our score kind of puts it.
Yeah.
Not anything you really need to seek out unless this is just kind of your hobby.
If this kind of experience is what you're wanting, just go get you a real Blanton's this is real Blanton's, but regular Blanton's, you know what I mean? And, get your little dropper out, put you a couple drops in it to kind of open it up, release those same things.
Okay. So just for giggles, we're going to grab the normal Blantons here and just get a real small sample of that. Well, you can get as big as you want, but completely different nose. I wouldn't say one's better than the other.
No. I think the nose was definitely the strong suit of...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could see how you would prefer that one because it was much more complex.
Yeah.
Just all the sweet aromas that came along with it. Yeah. It's just better.
Yeah, that's quite a bit better.
Well, we've never ranked Blantons before.
Yeah. That's,
Should we do it real quick?
Honestly, the nose on this one might be a little better. Everything past that is better in this one, I would say, by a pretty considerable margin.
Yeah. Okay, for my Blanton score, I have an 8.0.
Okay, I'm going to 8.2.
All right, so it's an 8.1. We're right on that one. So, yeah, it's one that you need to get. For the Blanton's Special Reserve, the green, for me, would not recommend unless you're just doing it for a collection.
Yeah, definitely something if you had, the Blanton setup collector, you're putting them all together, something to have there. Otherwise, like I mentioned earlier, go for this one.
Go get you 3 bottles of that.
Yeah, go get you this one, get you a dropper, put you a couple drops of water in it, and you've basically created the same experience for yourself.
So, that's all I got for it.
Yep, that's all I got as well.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys. wet my whistle, as my dad would say.